Greetings. Now, however you found this video, that's not important. What is important is the information that I'm about to share with you, because guess what? Unlike 99% of everyone who shares this sort of information on a regular basis, I'm not trying to earn from it. I'm literally here to share information with you, and then I'm just allowing you to go and do with it as you please. You know, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life or tell you that one thing is right and one thing is wrong, to a degree. What I am here to tell you is that there's living and breathing proof and evidence of the information I'm about to give you, and if you're patient enough to do your own research, as I've been doing for months and months and months now, you know, and applied it to my own sort of lifestyle and benefited from it, you might just get somewhere. So, on that note, I'll start with a good bit. As the title of the video may have just led you to believe, this is what you're about to get, and I'm about to deliver. So, here we go! Picking up the iPad, apologies if it makes a noise. So, what you're about to look at is, apart from the objects around my house, this is, you may not believe it, but that is, well, you probably will believe it. Everyone who's subscribed to me has seen my silly hairstyles before. This is a picture of me from 2009, when I was on holiday making a complete and utter arse of myself. As you can see, not really much to look at, really. I'm surprised my missus has been with me this long when I used to look like this. I look back on this and I think, yeah, what were you smoking at the time? Well, yeah, as you can see, not a lot of definition there, carrying around a lot of body fat and what we'd probably call in the industry soft. You know, I've been a rugby player for majority of my life. I've given it up in recent years and taken up mixed martial arts instead. If you're not familiar to that, it doesn't really matter. It's a professional combat sport. However, I'd been inactive for maybe like a year or two when this photo was taken, and it shows. I mean, I'm nothing to look at. Let's be fair. I'm not a complete and utter fatty. I was probably about 12.5 stone on this picture at a guesstimate, and I was about 18. I was about 18 on that picture. Now we skip forward to 2010. That is me at 19, and there I'm about 13 stone. That was after I'd taken up mixed martial arts and I'd been a lot more active. Probably been doing it about 3 months there. And as you can see, a little bit more definition. I take these pictures for a joke on holiday, or my missus does, I should probably put that in there. And, you know, the lights caught me at a very good angle there. I probably look a little bit more impressive than I actually was, but still not a lot of definition in the arms, very soft round the middle. Just not a lot to behold, really. Just look like a typical rugby player who's not been playing rugby for very long. Now we skip forward to 2011. Here, again, I was about 13.5 stone. I actually gained more weight. Gained a little bit more muscle there, but again, very soft round the middle. A little bit more definition in the chest and arms, but overall, just very, very soft round the middle. Not doing a lot there. Carrying around a lot of unnecessary weight in the body fat side of things. And yeah, again, nothing to really behold, but again, the light catches you at a good angle, what can you do? And then since I like being daft and posing for pictures, you know, if someone puts a camera in your face, that's just the natural pose that I take when I'm pissing around. Okay, here comes the bit that I really want to show you. So this is me last year, 2012, around about this time last year, 2012. Again, back down to probably about anywhere between 13.5 and 14 stone here. Big lad. This was me after a lot of abuse at uni. You know, I wasn't quite fresh as weak. I was a year or two before this, but at one point at university, my diet consisted of, oop, nearly gave away the picture there, probably just alcohol and ice cream, you know. Life of a student. If you've not gone to university yet, you've got all this to look forward to. Fast forward 1 year to just a few weeks ago. This is the good bit. You ready? Now. A little bit of a difference there. That is 1 year's difference, not all of which was used for hardcore training and dieting or anything like that. That was about 5 or 6 months worth of training from that sort of state. I fluctuated a lot that year in 2012. September 2012, I probably still looked like this guy here. Over Christmas, I started abusing my body again with alcohol and whatever. So it took, and then from about then till mid-March, I got myself looking like this. And you know how I did it? Apart from a lot of sort of cardio training and strength training, a lot of hours spent in the gym, which you sort of need if you want to look anything remotely impressive. But It was done by using the next part of this video, which is me trying to debunk the debunkification of the paleo diet. I found a video earlier just off... Oh, I actually don't know how I found it. You know what comes up in your related videos sometimes and you think, how did that come about? Oh dear, look at me, I've clicked on it and now I'm interested. Help me, I'm in that dark place of YouTube again. You know, it always happens. It's called the Paleo Diet Delusion, and it's an author called, an evolutionary biologist called Marlene Zuk, who's trying to debunk dietary myths, and I think she's got a book called Paleo Fantasies, or something like that. But yeah, she's basically just going on about a 5.5 minute, not rant, she seems like a very approachable, well-mannered lady. I'm not trying to disparage her as a person. She's obviously mastered a craft and she's making money from it and she's doing what she does. She thinks she's trying to help people, but I'm just wondering whether she's gone a bit of a tangent here, because that's what she's accusing those who endorse the paleo diet of. We've gone on a tangent, we've taken all this evidence that's been building up for millions and millions of years, and we've all just suddenly gone wild and run away with it, and we're trying to force everything down your throats as if you're trying to earn from it. The dietary industry does not earn from the paleo diet, because you know what the paleo diet is? Do you know what the modern name for it right now, if you're not going to use the full name of Paleolithic diet? Anything that grows. That's it, that's what it's called. It's called anything that grows. It's not a scam. Here's what I'm sort of getting at here, and this is the wordy bit, so if you're just here for the body transformation, this is where you get off and you catch the next train, because this is where I get into the sort of like, I'm not trying to like ask you to be proud of me or be fascinated by how I did it, but like, oh, you go, man, that's amazing, look what you did to your body. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to present you with facts, and it's up to you what you do with it from there. But the earliest evidence of humans of any sort of form came about 15 million years ago, when the great apes first emerged, and we started finding fossils from about 15 million years ago. Carbon dating and radioactive dating and decay and whatever we use nowadays. There's more reliable methods, but they're the ones that most creationists will try and debunk. Humans, chimpanzees, bonobos, gorillas and orangutans. That was about 15 million years ago. This is how long agriculture has been in effect. 14,000 years. So that's less than 10% of the time that humans have been on Earth. Modern humans or great ape humans, it doesn't really matter. The part where we started to lose all the hair and look a little bit more like we had skin as opposed to big fucking hairy things. This is where we started to look more like humans. You know, not even 10% of the time that humans have been around on this Earth, as far as you know, science can find evidence that far back. You really think that's enough time for us to adjust to consuming carbohydrates on a regular basis? Carbohydrates in agriculture were not designed for us to thrive off. They were designed for us to live off, and there's a difference there. Thriving off something means it's there in abundance, like we'd probably treat water nowadays. You turn on the tap, water. Oh, first world problems, the tap's a little bit faulty, we'll go and use the other one downstairs. First world problems, this is what I'm sort of getting at. You know, we treat them like that. They were meant because people were starving. They were designed because people were starving and wanted a fast and effective way to distribute food. But then we got greedy. We started consuming them in abundance, and hence the sort of subhuman specimens that are walking around the planet today eating fast foods and sugary stuff like that. And this is me not to me telling that you can't have them. I give in to temptation sometimes as well. Just don't live off them like some people. Don't make it a daily, weekly routine sort of thing. Okay, and we're going to the carb. This is all from Wikipedia, by the way. It's all research that you could be doing yourself, but I'm just distributing it so you don't have to go and spend the money. And you know, there's busy people in the world. I can understand that. I at this moment happen to not be busy, so I want to share this information with you because the Paleo Diet Delusion video has inspired me. Here's what it says. Very easy to find on the nutrition section of the carbohydrate Wikipedia article. Gives you a list of some foods that are high in carbohydrates, you know, fruits, sweets, soft drinks, breads, pastas, beans, potatoes, bran, rice, cereals, etc. The next few sentences are very, very important, and you need to listen to this if you want to learn anything. Carbohydrates are a common source of energy in living organisms, semicolon. However, comma, no carbohydrate is an essential nutrient in humans. I won't repeat that. You can rewind the video if you didn't quite catch what I'm trying to get across to you. The next sentence should probably just exemplify it though and drill it into your head just a little bit more. Carbohydrates are not necessary building blocks of other molecules. Here's the really important bit coming up right now. The body can obtain all its energy from proteins and fats. A little bit further down, organisms typically cannot metabolize all types of carbohydrates, particularly or especially to yield energy. So basically what it's saying is, if you do your research and you look at all the scientific facts and evidence that backs it all up, I know creationists might get a bit, I'm aware the Bible's not all that factual either. It's okay, as long as it makes you happy in your life. Probably alienated quite a lot of people in this video there, but never mind. It's all right there on paper, you can all just read it. The evidence is there, it's right there. Do you really think some troll on the internet's just gone to Wikipedia and go, oh, I'm going to put this down there just to fool people? No. This isn't a government-regulated media source here that we're looking at. It's facts that's been backed up, it's got sources, it's claimed, it's backed up, it's referenced. It's all there. And I've followed that. We've got it in our heads that we need carbohydrates for energy in the day. No, we don't. No, we absolutely do not whatsoever. You've seen the evidence that I've just given you right there. If you want to look at it again and see what I achieved just by following these simple rules, I mean, the difference, it's not even worth pointing out what the actual fucking differences are. It's pretty obvious. And that's how I achieved it. I'd say that if you want to look anything like that in general, the diet is about 10% of it, the exercise and the staying active in your weekly routine is 10% of it, and the rest is all mental. And that's the real secret there. People, motivation, determination, consistency, drive to get up in the mornings and do it. That's the real mental block that people have got in this one, because it's like, oh, well, I've got work later. Oh, well, I've got bills to pay. Oh, well, I've got a family. Oh, well, I'm a little bit stressed, oh, life's getting me down. Someone said something to me today that really rubbed me up the wrong way, and I'm going to use that as an excuse to go and get some ice cream and a takeaway tonight. And we use that, and we run with it, and we're too soft inside. We go, oh, poor you. Yeah, you have a treat. You've earned that treat. You deserve it. Treat yourself. And that happens twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, every night, every day of the weekend. You get up and you do this. You don't need this stuff. 80% of it, it's all mental. It's don't start tomorrow, start today. That's the expression that most people use when they're trying to portray all this stuff to you. Paleo diet, anything that grows. So what's that? It's take cattle, for example. Cows. What comes from cows? Oh, milk. Okay, so there's 2 things you can already have. And I'm not on about this sort of skimmed stuff where they genetically modify it and whack it full of sugars and carbs. And this is part of the reason as well. The word fat has got a lot of misconstrued connotations attached to it, and that's where people go, if it's got fat in it, everyone goes, oh, fat makes you fat. It's ironic that, isn't it? But no, it doesn't. Fat is what your body burns. You burn fat. There's a reason why we say, oh yeah, but the more cardio you do, you burn fat. It's because there's fat in your body and you're burning it. Makes sense. If you've got carbohydrates in your body doesn't access your fat stores to burn. It goes to the carbohydrates for energy. Therefore, the fat is stored and your body uses the carbohydrates for energy. Do you see where I'm going with this now? And following on from that as well, cattle, cows, milk. What else have we got? Poultry. Oh, chickens, eggs. See where I'm going with this now? Things that come off trees, like fruit. These have all got carbohydrates in them, but the complex carbohydrates, the naturally occurring carbohydrates, naturally occurring sugars. Not genetically modified stuff where we've picked it up and we've added stuff to it, like additives and food colourings and sweeteners and sodium and all sorts of shit that the body just doesn't need, and it's really not good for you. So you see what I'm getting at here? You don't need this shit in your body. It's up to you if you put it in there. I can't say I'm a saint and I don't give in to temptation sometimes, but next time you're reaching for the knife and fork or the takeaway menu, just think about what I'm telling you, yeah? Hoping you will.